Good morning. Just in case I'm unable to present during the faculty meeting, I figured I would make a short video of NWEA. This is the login screen. Once you log in, you will go to Map Skills over on the left-hand side. Click on Map Skills. In Map Skills, you will need to choose your class, and you will need to choose your subject area, math. Once you do, you will get your dashboard with your donuts. Once you click on your donut, it will show you all the strands your students have worked on, what they've mastered, what they have passed, and what they need work on. Before you go into making any assignments, it's important that you check to make sure that your students all have been assigned passwords. This is really important for grades K1 and 2 and any student who's transferred to our building from either out of district or from another district. From another building. So if a student doesn't have a password, it will say no password. You just click it and you can type in HPark and their lunch number. If for some reason one of your students is struggling to get logged in, the first thing that I do is I try to log in for them, and then I'll just go reset their password, and I'll just keep it the same HPark lunch number, and then hit refresh, and it will automatically it'll automatically change the password to whatever you have assigned for them. Okay, assignments. So under this tab is where you would assign your skills locator. It's where you would assign your mastery checks. It's where you'll see what assignments students have done. For example, this child has mastered these missions. Well, if another teacher assigned it, you can click to see what she did. She did 5 out of 5, adding 2 one-digit numbers, sums less than 10 on this specific date. If you want more information, you can go back to the class dashboard where it has all the rows. And if you hover over a specific scale, it'll even tell you the date in which it was administered. Okay, so to create an assignment, you click the Create Assignment button. It will give you 3 options. It will give you the skills locator, it will give you resources, and it will give you mastery checks. So for right now, we're just going to look at skills locators. So if your student does not have a RIT score and you're trying to determine if they need services, you would click their rostered grade, and then you would choose whatever strand you feel that child is struggling the most in or is the most important for what you're working on currently. For grades 3-4, computation base 10. For grade 5, we talked about computation fractions. And grades K1 and 2, we have identified numbers base 10. When I say we, I mean Kim. Kim has asked the math AIS teachers when we were doing skills locators to focus in those areas, as those are our focus areas for each grade level. So again, K1 and 2, number sense base 10, grades 3 and 4, computation base 10, and grade 5, computation fractions and rational numbers. So you would choose your strand. This is a 3rd grade class, so I chose computation base 10. You would choose 3 skills. It really is going to depend on how much information your student that you're testing has. So if a student is where they need to be, really understands the material, 3 skills might take them a long time because they're going to keep going until they fail those 3 skills. A student who you're assigning at a RIT score who is really, really struggling, that is someone who's going to take maybe 5 minutes. I think they get 2 chances to pass a skill before they fail it. So this will give you a lot of information very quickly. So let's pick 3. I didn't click RIT score. For grades 1 to K1 and 2, I would make audio available because they're getting their audio available when they take their map. And then you would name it whatever you want. A lot of times I will name things with dates for myself so I know what date I've assigned it. If I'm just assigning like a mastery check, I will just write mission. And then it gives you a due date. The due dates are arbitrary. The student can do the assignment at any time. It's 2 weeks from the day, so it doesn't really matter. So let's just assign this locator. Sorry, guys. Locator 12. I think it's the 9th. I'm not really sure. And you would click your students, whoever you want to test. And then you would, okay, so we can see right here, some of my students do not have a RIT score. So either they came in from another building, they're new to me this quarter, and I don't have access to their map score. So for me, for AIS, I would choose remediation. That's 2 grade levels below. But for you, it would be better for you to choose their rostered grade. And then you would assign. And that's it. If you want to, in a normal school year, when we had our intervention blocks, we were doing, or teachers were in their intervention blocks working on focus skills. In there, with that focusing on specific skills, you might want to do a mastery check. Let's just say you spent the last couple weeks on adding 2-digit numbers by a 1-digit number, and you wanted some data to go along with it. You would assign the specific skill to a specific student. And they would get up to 6 questions to answer it correctly. If they fail the first 2, they are stopped, and that's that. But it gives them the option to make a mistake and still pass the skill. So they can pass with either 5 out of 5, 5 out of 6. They won't get 6 out of 6 because they will have failed one. Please reach out if you have any questions on how to do this. I'd be happy to sit with you from across the room and work on this together.